Hello and welcome to another episode of SEC Clash. I'm your host, Justin Johnson. Well, and we have a wild week of games, didn't we there? You know, a lot of things kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and start going through them. Let's go ahead and look at Texas versus San Jose State. You beat them 38-7. You know, Texas trying to bounce back a little bit off that first loss of the season, coming in and getting a win over San Jose. I know it's just San Jose, but going there 38-7 and winning that game. And go for them. They're trying to bounce back. Like I said, Texas fans, I wouldn't panic. I think we're going to be just fine. Next, Texas A&M versus Utah State. They beat them 44-22. Texas A&M, I still like them. Still think that they could do a lot of good. I know it's just Utah State, but going on to 2-0, looking good. I like Texas A&M. I think they should move up. I think they look like a pretty good team. Now, let's talk about this one. Austin, Georgia versus Austin. Austin Peay. 28-6. And people are not happy. You scored one touchdown each quarter. Am I worried for Georgia? No. Georgia does this every year. They struggle to some no name, and then they go out there and beat the heck out of some of the rest of the SEC. I think by now, I think Kirby does it to just to mess with us. I really do. Or is Georgia in real trouble? We don't know. It didn't look like Kirby was too happy. I'll say that. Austin Peay put up 6 points. It was 28-6. A struggle, but it's still a win. Got to go in there, Got to go in there and put your points up. If they did that, they did win. So, we don't know about Georgia. We'll get more into them once they play next week. So that's going to be a game for people to watch. We'll go over that in a minute. Now, next, let's go to Ole Miss and Kentucky. What a game this was. Got to watch a good bit of this. Ole Miss pulled it out at the end. Finally shut down completely Kentucky. Kentucky still think you're the worst team. And people are like, wow, they just went toe-to-toe with Ole Miss. Well, you knock out both their first and second string quarterback, and you still can't win. That game right there was close. Ole Miss pulling it out. But it looks like third string quarterback, at least for the next game, is going to have to start because your first and second string are both out. Ole Miss, yeah, you did good. Yeah, you got both your first and second string knocked out. Third string had to come in there and do it. But, hey, you got your win. Next, let's look at Tennessee. Of course, go out there and beat the heck out of East Tennessee State, 72-17. Tennessee should be higher, as I said last week. I think Tennessee is probably one of the best teams in the SEC right now. I like them. Missouri, Kansas and Missouri. Missouri goes out there and beats Kansas 42-31. That was something that, people are like, well, that was too close. I think Missouri is pretty good. Think they did fine. Like Bo Parbula, really like him. Like Matt Hardy, like him. Next, we'll move to South Florida. And Florida. With the upset, am I going to talk on this? Am I going to really dog Florida? No, because as an Alabama fan, I know how bad South Florida can be. Losing to South Florida, I know it's embarrassing, but I don't understand how Billy Napier was managing the end of that game. Why didn't you go ahead and take your timeouts? I don't understand that. It's like he just didn't. Did you not want to win the game? You could have slowed it down a little bit. You had no time at the end. You could have took some timeouts. Didn't do it. Didn't want to at least, slow down the clock. And maybe if they did, when they did score, you did have the time to go down there, but he didn't want to do that. I don't understand what Billy Napier was thinking right there, but I don't know. Y'all gonna have to. Somebody needs to tell me what he was doing because it wasn't smart. Anyway, let's move to Arkansas and Arkansas State. Arkansas still going down there whooping the crap out of some mamby-pamby team. They did it. Oh well. Okay, good job. Good. Whoop Arkansas State 56-14. South Carolina number 10. South Carolina went down there to put it on old South Carolina State 38-10. Beat down on them. I know people are saying should have scored more. Hey, say what you got for the big games. Is what I say. Now this big game right here, I told everybody they should be paying attention to. Michigan versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma is back. Oklahoma's back, baby. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oklahoma going out there, putting a beat down on Michigan, beating them 24-13. Congratulations, Oklahoma. John Mateer, looks good. I like it. Let's go. I like it. Oklahoma, whooping butt. Next, LSU and Louisiana Tech. LSU skates by 23-7. Do beat Louisiana Tech. Still think LSU is probably the number one team in the nation. Do I mean this? Do I think this is bad of Louisiana Tech? No, I don't think these teams right now are showing you everything that they got. Same thing with Georgia. I think they're holding off a little bit, but we'll see when we get into SEC play and what is really what. Next, we'll move to talk about old Mississippi State out here. Going down there beating Arizona State. Beating them 24-20. Mississippi State is a better team. Way better. Already like the improvement. They could, hold on now, could be one of the best teams in the SEC. I might sound crazy. They could be one of the best teams in the SEC. Beating Arizona State like that, I'm getting kind of convinced. Mississippi State is on their way back up. Jeff Lebby over there doing what he needs to do. I like it. Auburn, you went out there and crushed Ball State. Yeah, of course, you go down there and beat the crap out of Ball State, 42-3. Auburn could be another one that could be a top of the SEC. It's all these teams we didn't expect. Look at that. I talked all that trash from Hugh Freeze, and I did. I put my foot in my mouth. Here I am. Next, Vanderbilt. I guess Virginia Tech is kind of close there at the beginning. Then Vanderbilt go ahead and runs away with it with 44-20. Good job to Vanderbilt. But, hey, good job. Diego out there doing his thing. Last but not least, Alabama beating Louisiana Monroe 73-0. I've done been asked, does this look different? I'm going to tell you this. I haven't seen Alabama put this kind of number on somebody since I can't remember. Nick Saban didn't even do it. Nobody ran up the score on this like Alabama. I can't tell you the last time this has happened. Now, the reason I think they did it, they're trying to prove a point after last week. But you can't go out here and prove a point on Louisiana Monroe. I'm sorry to tell you that. You can't. Does the win look good? Yeah. Did you play more physical? Yes, you did. But I don't know. Look good. Jeremy Bernard is definitely the best receiver on the team, best player on the team. Riley, what a heck of a running back. I really like him. He could probably be number one. He probably will be. Changing some guys around. How about Brooks? I like him. I really like him a lot. What he take? Ryan Williams even. Ryan Williams, hey, you let this guy stay in a little bit longer, they won't be saying your name no more. Well, Brooks will be out there on that field. And Jeremy Bernard will be out there in that field. I say you start them guys against Georgia. I don't care if Ryan Williams is back or not. I'd just see how it is. Maybe a lot of fire under his butt. That's all I got to say. No, I hate that he's hurt. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Ryan Williams being hurt. And did he really help us last year? Yes, he did. But looking at things that he did last year, he had only one game that was like over 50 yards of receiving. That was it. The rest of them were lower. So we'll have to see. Now let's go ahead and let's look into something. I want to go ahead and look at these next week games. That's what we really want to do here. We're going to go next games. Next game. So, Mississippi State. You will be playing Alcorn State. You'll beat them. I like Mississippi State right now. I think you're going to put a beat down on them. I really like that. Ole Miss, you're going to come out. You're going to go and play Arkansas. You will be playing Arkansas at home. Last year you beat them 63-31. Will that be the case this year? I don't know. Arkansas is one of those teams you can't sleep on. Ole Miss has had problems with Arkansas and Kentucky, so will Arkansas be the one this year to take down Ole Miss? Who knows? It's going to be a good game. That's a game you're going to want to watch right there, is Ole Miss against Arkansas. Let's move on. LSU, who are you playing next week? Well, you are playing Florida. LSU is playing Florida next week. That's another game you're going to want to watch. I think LSU's going to come down there and win that game. From what I've seen, I like LSU in this one. Give me LSU. You lost to Florida last year, 27-16, but I think you got a defense this year. So, LSU, I expect you to win this game. Next, Kentucky. Kentucky, you will be playing Eastern Michigan. Will you win that game? I don't know. I have no idea. Kentucky, you're bad. Yeah, you're so bad. I'm sorry. But that's a basketball school. What can you say? They mostly focus on basketball. Hey, we'll see. I don't know. 50-50. You should win that game, but who knows? Georgia. You will be playing Tennessee. You beat them last year, 31-17. I think Tennessee looks pretty good this year. I'm not against them. I really like them. Tennessee's probably one of the best teams in the SEC. Up there with, I think, Mississippi State and Auburn. Teams you never know. Teams you didn't even think about getting up there. How about that? Yeah, Georgia and Tennessee. If you play like you did, and if that was true against Austin Peay, you are going to get your butt beat by Tennessee. I'm going to tell you that right now. So them Bulldogs better have their head on straight going into that game. Next, you got Florida. Got a bad loss. Then you got to play LSU. Like I just said earlier. LSU going to win that game. Like I said. I think. That's what I think. If I was a betting man. Next, Auburn. Auburn, you got to go over there and play South Alabama. I expect you to go. Well, you're playing them at home. I expect you to go and beat the mess out of this team. After what you just beat Baylor, Ball State, I think you got South Alabama, no problem. Arkansas, you got Ole Miss, like I said. Don't know. That's probably going to be a 50-50. But I think Ole Miss might have Arkansas on that one, but I don't know. I'm going to say 50-50 on it. It's going to be a good one. You're going to want to watch it, that's for sure. Alabama. You play at Wisconsin. You beat them last year 42-10, but it didn't look that great. I don't know. People are saying that Wisconsin's going to be really good. Saying that that's going to be a loss for Alabama. I have no idea, but we're going to check that out and see how it goes. Or you might want to tune in this one just to see. Might be close. Just because Alabama goes out there and beats the crap out of Louisiana Monroe doesn't mean anything to me. All right, Missouri. Who you got? Let's see. You got You got the Raging Cajuns. Missouri gonna put a beat down on them. I'm sorry that got me. Missouri, you got that game. No problem. I think you got them. South Carolina and Vanderbilt. Now, South Carolina, you beat them last year, 28-7. Will that be the same case this year? I don't know. That's going to be a game you're going to want to watch. We're getting into some good SEC play, folks. You want to watch this. Oklahoma is playing Temple. You should go out there and put a beat down on Temple. You know, that'll be easy for Oklahoma for that. That'll be pretty easy for them. Oklahoma beat Temple. You'll have a beat down for them. Don't even worry. Tennessee, like I said, you got Georgia. Tennessee could win that game. I'm telling you, you're going to want to watch out for that. Texas, you got UTEP. You're going to play them. I think you'll beat them. Like I said, don't worry. I think you got them. Texas, good thing about them, they got a favorable schedule for them this year, so got a lot of time to bounce back. Texas A&M is playing Notre Dame. That's going to be a game you're going to want to watch. See how this Texas A&M team does against Notre Dame. Going to want to watch that and tune into it, see what's going on. I think Texas A&M should win that game, though. Vanderbilt, like I said, South Carolina and Vanderbilt want to go at it. South Carolina won that 28-7 last year. I think South Carolina is probably going to do it again, but you never know about Diego Pavia. Never know, folks. Hey, look, SEC football is back, and this is going to be SEC play next week. I know a lot of you are excited. I'm excited. I'm going to be sitting down, grilling, watching the games, having fun. Sorry I've not been able to go live. I cannot figure out why I can't go live. I know I said I was going to, but I'm having some kind of problem, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm new to this type of stuff. I'm going to get some more stuff, to kind of make this, better for you guys, more enjoyable. I got a little bit of decoration behind me. You got old Paul Deere Bryant. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to appreciate you guys for tuning in, listening to people that listen. Thank you so much. If you like it, please subscribe and put a like down there. If you don't, in the comments, tell me what you like, what you don't like. Kind of just went over my reaction of this week games. It kind of gave you what is going to happen next week. What I'm looking forward to. A lot of good SEC play is going to be going on, and I'm happy for it. So thank you guys for tuning in to SEC Clash, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.